Packers have dominated the Bears recently, winning 11 of their last 13 meetings. So Packers head coach Mike McCarthy is confident heading into their Week 1 matchup with Chicago. McCarthy said at the team's recent welcome back lunch that Green Bay plans to kick Chicago's booty. I changed that wording.
Yes, you did.
I like it, though.
Right? Trying to be classy here. I don't know if that was. Do you have a problem with McCarthy's comments, Skip?
No, I like these comments too, Stephen A. Smith, because it sounds to me like Aaron Rodgers is starting to rub off on his head coach, who's getting as full of himself as Aaron Rodgers is always full of himself. You are going into Chicago to play your longtime arch rival, who looks hapless and hopeless and down and out under new coach John Fox. They're saying Alshon Jeffrey might not play. Kevin White, who was my favorite receiver in the draft, could be out for the whole year with surgery for a shin splint. This is terrible. So you have been so hard on my guy Jay Cutler from Vanderbilt University. I am now leaning toward picking the upset in this game because Jay Cutler throwing to Martellus and even Eddie Royal and Forte, I don't know. Maybe they're just so bad that they'll be better than you think they'll be.
Where's the game
at Chicago.
Right.
Roger Goodell will be there.
Right. Yeah. Tell us.
I
forgot about that for a split second. Let me say this to you.
Keep talking, Mike.
Let me say this to you.
Love it.
The reason why I loved Molly's use of the word booty is because that's what I think of Jay Cutler. He's booty. Forget Jay Cutler. Please, if you Mike McCarthy, you ain't got anything to worry about. Who's Jay Cutler? All he gonna do is go out there and stick up the joint, and he's gonna do it in front of his hometown fans. This is what he does. The second he makes a mistake, which by the way will probably be in the first quarter, he'll get booed, he'll get a bit demoralized, if not at the very least a bit melancholy, and then he'll nosedive from there because that's who he is. McCarthy knew exactly what he was doing. Jay Cutler's going to get all excited. Please, he's not going to get excited. Okay,
I love it.
He's not going to get excited.
He might for this one.
Oh, please. Spare me. There's nothing to be concerned about whatsoever. The defense will be improved. The crowd will be psyched. Chicago will be ready. But Jay Cutler will ruin the day. He'll find a way. Don't you worry.
Another
Don't
accident
you worry.
waiting to happen.
You know what? He's not an accident. He's on purpose. He's on
purpose.
The Dallas
so
Cowboys are an accident.
throw the game.
You know what? Considering his level of apathy and indifference that he brings to his job, it might as well be about him throwing the game because he cares that little bit. Jay Cutler's getting his check. He's going to be able to take care of his family. He's going to go home. You understand? Jay Cutler's going to be just fine. That's the way it's going to be. He don't care about winning or losing. He cares about the money. He's a waste of time.
You know, once upon a time, I remember this NFC Championship game at Soldier Field
when he was riding
in Chicago.
When he was riding a bicycle.
No.
But he can ride a bicycle, right? You talking about that?
You're trying to deflect attention off the fact that Aaron Rodgers stunk it up.
You're right.
Stunk the joint out in the second half and almost lost to Caleb Haney.
You're right.
Caleb Haney was playing quarterback for the Bears and he almost lost.
Fair enough. But at least Aaron Rodgers showed up to play. Jay Cutler was on the sideline.
He had a sprained medial collateral ligament.
He couldn't backpedal to throw a pass, but he could ride the bicycle on the sideline. You understand? How cold was it that day? Who rides a bicycle in like 20-degree weather or 10-degree weather? Jay Cutler, that's who. Riding a bicycle. What do you think? It was a Batman? I mean, please. He's a joke.
You know what? Batman might just show up this Sunday.
Really? The Dark Knight? It's going to be a very dark night for Jay Cutler. It's just a waste of time. Mike McCarthy could talk all day about Jay Cutler. He wouldn't have said that about anybody else. He wouldn't have said that about Teddy Bridgewater.
I would agree.
He says it about Jay Cutler.
I agree.
So what does it take?
Keep
talking, Mike.
You guys are too much. I'm just excited.
Yeah.
We have real games we're going to be talking about next week. More First Take in just a minute.
Jay Cutler.
The NFL season kicks off in 2 days. Woohoo! When the Pats host the Steelers, Pittsburgh will have their hands full against Rob Gronkowski, but the Steelers think they know how to slow down the Pats' superstar tight end. Safety Mike Mitchell said of Gronk, he has success when people don't put their hands on him, while linebacker Ryan Shazier added, if you mess up their timing, they're really time-oriented. You have to mess up their timing, get in his face with pressure, then I feel we can slow him down a little bit. People, Gronk has owned the Steelers in his career with 309 receiving yards in four TDs in just 3 games. Sorry about that. Was this a wise move by the Steelers?
I was going to go first on this question, but I hand off to my teammate, the former Pittsburgh Steeler fan, Stephen A. Smith.
Go, Stephen A.
I would like to preface by saying I'm not going to call any individuals names, but I will call what they do what it is. Shazier's comments were flat out stupid and idiotic for a bevy of reasons. Number one, the aforementioned, what Rob Gronkowski has done to them. Number two, because he's universally recognized as the best tight end in football. Number three, because the Patriots are the reigning, defending Super Bowl champions. Number four, because they are a vastly superior team to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number five, and more importantly than anything else, if you're Shazier, if you're Jarvis Jones, don't y'all have something to prove? What have you done for the Pittsburgh Steelers as of yet? We're still waiting. The fact of the matter is, everybody that looks at the Pittsburgh Steelers, they can't wait for Le'Veon Bell to come back from his suspension. We know what Big Ben Roethlisberger could do. Antonio Brown deserves his money and should have his contract renegotiated because he needs to be getting paid along the light of Des Bryant, Demaryius Thomas, and the crew because he's that big time. Okay, Montavious Bryant, when he gets out of doing the nonsense that he was doing and he gets back, okay, with Wheaton, these boys have a crew offensively. The question about the Pittsburgh Steelers is their defense, particularly in their passing game, okay? Because everybody's passing game seems to look a bit better whenever the Pittsburgh Steelers are their opponents. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at these guys. You've got so much to prove. And the person you elect to pick on is Rob Gronkowski? Really? Really? By the way, it ain't Garoppolo throwing him the football. It's going to be Tom Brady.
Psycho Tom. He'll be there.
Really?
No,
really?
Shucks Tom. It's Psycho Tom.
I'm just sitting here like, you have got to be kidding me. I just don't understand how I believe football players are very smart. Their focus is in a different direction because to know how to play football on the NFL level, you have to have intelligence. You can't be an idiot and play in the NFL. But that doesn't mean you're not capable of very idiotic and stupid things. And this was one of them by members of the Steelers defense. I feel bad for what's going to happen to them Thursday night. Now, how stupid can you be?
I love these comments because I want to see the Patriots annihilate the Steelers on Thursday night. And last time I witnessed the Pittsburgh starters on defense on a football field in the dress rehearsal exhibition game, remember that night? Against the Buffalo Bills, they got run off the field by all 3 Bills quarterbacks. Are you kidding me?
Taylor, E.J. Manuel.
Are you kidding me? Matt Castle? Are you kidding me?
Ain't gonna talk junk when Tom Brady about to go to football.
There are 2 guys on that offense you just don't mess with. Number 1 is that quarterback. You don't mess with him. And number 2 is that tight end. You're going to put your hands on Rob Gronkowski because if you rough him up at the line of scrimmage, I'm paraphrasing slightly, because if you rough him up, knock him off his routes, he's not nearly as effective. You don't think they are going to be steaming and fly out of that locker room to attack these guys? Remember, I'm off the top of my head here. We should have gotten the video, but do you remember it's now 6-7 years ago, that Smith kid who was the safety for Pittsburgh?
Yes.
Had the audacity leading into a Patriots game in Foxborough, just like this one, the guarantee of victory.
And Tom Brady just threw it at him all day.
All day and ran all the way to the end zone to get in his face after he threw a touchdown pass I think it was in the first quarter against him. That's the guy you're going to get. Tom Brady is already going to be on a 2007-style mission to take out Deflategate on the National Football League. And the first thing in his path, the first obstacle happens to be these guys, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Woo! It's open as a 6-point game. It has already been bet up to a 7-point game, and I'm going to suggest it will continue to be bet up toward an 8 or 9 point game.
The only reason why the Steelers ain't going to get blown out because that offense is too high-powered.
But you're missing two big weapons.
And Le'Veon Bell are going to be out.
And you're missing your center for a while.
Pouncey, I expect the Steelers to still find a way to score points. That's the only reason. The defense, the Patriots are going to drop 40-plus on the Steelers' defense.
I would agree.
You guys miss one major point. When we go into meetings and you guys are debating each other, do you ever say your arguments?
Never.
We never know, right?
Never.
If you think you have the secret, why are you going to share it publicly? Why would you not keep that to yourself and then go execute it on the field?
But you don't have the secret.
But still,
you don't have the secret.
Who says it?
He's just because he's just talking smack. He's trying to get into Gronkowski's head.
Got it.
There is no secret.
Wrong team to get into the psyche.
No secret.
Keep talking.
Oh, no, he doesn't have to say anything else. This was stupid enough for him to say that. It's too late. It's too late.
Oh, too little, too late. We will leave it right there. More First Take after the break. Stay here.
I don't understand these guys.